Hey, Violet. Hey, Marigold. Hey. What's up, fellas? Come on. It snowed most of the day yesterday and overnight. It did accumulate a couple inches, but it's mostly melted off now. The temperature is in the mid-30s. Mom always called this poor man's fertilizer, and here we are, middle of April, and this will really green the grass up once this goes away and the weather comes back. It's supposed to warm up here in a few days. One of my favorite things to do is to have several different types of chickens. So you can see, like, this is a Moran egg. You can see how dark this one is, and they're not the French copper Morans. I think those ones lay the darkest eggs. There's almost like a really chocolate colored egg. And then, you know, my leghorns and stuff will lay these white ones. The buff Orpingtons will lay an egg a little bit lighter like this, or like this one here. And then the comets will lay, you know, most of your brown egg layers lay something in the middle like this. The shades will vary a little bit, of course, but it's pretty consistent. And I have primarily comets. I like the comets. My daughter disassembled the nest the other day and power washed it and put it back together. You can see there's a comet there, and they're sex links. They're a Rhode Island red mixed with a white rock or a Rhode Island white, and they're a really friendly bird. This is one of those, I think it's a true blue or something that just jumped up there. And then I've got Morans on the bottom corners. There's another comet in the top left. I've got an Easter egger here in the bottom, taking a nap, laying an egg, and another green egg layer up there on the right. And I couldn't tell you what she is. She came with some other birds that were just like a colored egg layer bunch. So they're some kind of hatchery special. But The comets, they're sexed at birth. The girls are kind of a reddish color, and the boys are white, so they're easily discernible between males and females. So surefire, if you get comets, you're not going to get a rooster. They're really friendly birds. They live a little while. I usually keep mine about 2 years, so I've never had issues with them getting bound up or any kind of troubles with them. The Rhode Island Reds are the ones that I have had the most trouble, both with them being aggressive towards other birds and getting egg bound. So I don't buy Rhode Island Red birds anymore. A lot of times people will ask me how many sheep I have, and I tell them, I don't know, because I fall asleep every time I start counting them. So these guys here are gonna need a bigger feeder. We're filling this every day. Hey, Luna. Sheep butts. Hey, Henry. So I have to go up on the 3rd floor of the barn and go rummaging through my chicken feeders and chicken stuff. What do we got here? Looks like... Get out of there. I guess she'll be alright. She'll get her balance back. She crawled under the grate there. They knocked the feeder off and she crawled under the grate. Not sure how long she was camped out there, but she should be fine. I have to get on my mobile chicken house here and get that ready to go. They're still not quite big enough to go outside. It's still too cold. And if I put them in the duck and goose house, then the ducks and geese will stop laying eggs. If I put them in the regular chicken house, the big chickens will hurt them. So they're kind of here for the moment, and they're not raising too much trouble. So hopefully another week or so we'll get them out of here. I had to make a couple changes this week because Marigold was a first-time mom. She didn't make enough milk for twins, and I've never had a first-time mom give birth to twins before. She's a good mom, she just didn't have enough milk. So I how do I say this? It's not something I ever do. I don't like to do it, but I sold one of her babies as a bottle baby, and I felt that was in the best interest of this baby and the mom, and that way she wasn't trying to struggle to keep two. I've never seen this before, so that's new to me. That they were very small when they were born and struggling, so we ended up supplementing them with bottles. But this one here is doing really well now that he's got the milk truck to himself. A year or two ago, somebody had given me this Lock N Lube adapter that goes on the end of your grease gun, and in theory you push this little thing down, these come out, expand like Chinese fingers, I guess, and then when you let go it comes back in and squeezes it, so supposedly it locks onto the grease fitting. And you can release it. One of the problems I have a lot when I'm greasing machinery is that the end of the grease gun doesn't come off the fitting after. Doesn't come off the fitting after, so you have to take a screwdriver or something and pry it off, which can be a pain. And like I said, I don't know if my wife gave me this or if somebody had given me this, but I tried to put it on my old Lincoln Uber here, and the end of it, I couldn't get the old end off, so I ended up breaking it, even though I spent like 40 minutes trying everything I knew to get a stubborn nut off there. It just would not come off. So I got this replacement, and so this was like $30. It's a 3-foot one. Didn't come with the end on it, which, you know, could be a pain. I couldn't get the end off the other one, so I'd have to buy a new end also. And I don't know, with grease, are you supposed to put Teflon tape on the threads? I'm going to, because it just seems like that's what you do. And so we'll put a little bit of Teflon tape on here. I'm always under the rule that once is good, twice is better. So Teflon tape there. And then it goes on here. Let's see how that goes for me. Apparently. So it looks like you squeeze this, push it on, let go. I can feel it locked. Well, it looks like it locked on. And then you squeeze this here and it comes off. I'd like to see how this is going to work on some of my machinery that I really can't get my fingers in there and you have to grease it blind. So stay tuned and we'll be trying this later on. And I just don't want to make clear again, I'm not endorsed by Lincoln or Lock N Lube, anybody else. If I'm using tools and talking about the tools, it's because I have them and I either swear by it or I want to tell you stay away from it. Well, the wind's picked up and it's changed over to sleet. I think it's time to go put some more wood on the stove. Maybe have a second cup of coffee. I'll talk to you next time. Thanks for watching.